And America once revered as its TV dad, comedian Bill Cosby, handcuffed and then led away to spend at least 3 years behind bars. Cosby could be 91 years old before he gets out of prison for drugging and sexually assaulting a woman 14 years ago. Now, soon after the hearing, Cosby was shackled and taken directly to the county jail. The judge says he is a sexually violent predator. Cosby has been accused by more than 50 other women, one of them talking to CNN just after the sentencing.
I can only pray to God that somehow our world that we live in now can make some changes and some shifts, and we can all look and see our mothers, our sisters, our daughters in the faces of some of these victims, of some of these women survivors, and straighten it up and just stop it.
Well, Cosby's attorneys have filed an appeal, and his spokesperson read a statement afterwards.
This has been the most racist and sexist trial in the history of the United States. He knows that these are lies. They persecuted Jesus, and look what happened. Not saying Mr. Cosby is Jesus, but we know what this country has done to black men for centuries.
CNN's Jean Casares was in the courtroom when Cosby's sentence was handed down. She's joining us now live from outside the courthouse in Norristown, Pennsylvania. Jean, you were in the courtroom, as you said. What was it like? Because there were, 10 women who have accused Cosby of sexual assault. Cosby was there, didn't address the courtroom. What did it feel like in there?
You realized that you were experiencing legal history. You realized that the man that was waiting for his sentence was America's dad. This is someone this country has adored and really, really respected. It was a packed courtroom. The accuser, the victim in this case, Andrea Constand, was in the front row with her family. There were accusers all throughout the courthouse and courtroom, those that they say they were victimized by Bill Cosby. And as the judge was about to pronounce the sentence, he was giving his reasons for it. And so we knew where he was going, because he said that state prison was appropriate. This was a serious crime. This is a very serious sexual assault. And he talked about how the planning of Bill Cosby, that he got the drugs, and he had the drugs, and he gave the drugs to Andrea Constand. And Cosby in his deposition had said that he believed she consented because there was silence. And the judge said, of course there was silence. She was drugged. She was unconscious. She couldn't respond. The judge said that he really took into consideration the victim impact statements of Andrea Constand and her family, but saying and repeating something Andrea Constand had said, that he had taken her young spirit and crushed it. He's now being processed at a county correctional facility, and then it is on to state prison.
Bill Cosby was given a 3 to 10 year prison sentence, Jean. Under what circumstances would he only serve 3 years versus 10?
He'll go before a state parole board after 3 years, and they will look at how he has been in prison. They'll look at the seriousness of his crime. They'll look at all aspects. Many times people do not make it on parole the first time, and then they are given another chance and another chance. But I know that the prosecution had asked the judge to order and make him take a psychological assessment and have him actually do some courses and therapy, because as the judge noted in sentencing today, you have done nothing on the outside to try to help yourself of what they say is a mental defect.
A momentous day, an historic day, an emotional day, depending on who you are, and also a big day for the Me Too movement as well. We're going to leave it there. Jean Casares, thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Well, Pope Francis just came back.